All right. Thank you. Welcome to the Enlightenment program, with, of course, with my guest today in the tourism sector. And we are glad that we are back. Last week we had some technical issue. That's why we couldn't finish it up. But we are glad to be back one more time to engage our tourism expert, Mr. Lamin. He will introduce himself. Of course, I am your host, Ousman Camara, and of course, my boss at the technical side is Mr. Sawane. And we are very glad that, of course, Mr. Modou Manneh is right here with us to discuss issues related to ecotourism, because we understand that he has been in the ecotourism sector for the past years, perhaps for the last 2 decades, I believe. But perhaps he will also have the opportunity to take us through a very adequate and very comprehensive journey, so that at least the guests, and then of course the public, the audience, everybody that are watching from both within the Gambia and outside the Gambia, they can have a better understanding of anything regarding to ecotourism. Mr. Manneh,
Yeah,
welcome to our show.
thank you so very much, Mr. Ousman Camara, for being my host, and I'm pleasure. It's a pleasure to be your guest this afternoon. Once again, my name is Modou Manneh, and I work for CAT. CAT is a CBO. That's Carton Association for Responsible Tourism. Is the office responsible for tourism and its related projects for the community of Carton. The office or the organization was established in April 2005. So, as you said earlier on, this is like almost 2 decades. I am already in this industry. Yes.
All right, thank you so very much, Mr. Manneh. We are glad that you are here with us to take us through. Where are you and where do you hail from, please? Can you tell us about who you are, your basically your education, your experience in this job, then of course your current capacity, everything regarding you as far as this job is concerned until today, before we go through the program properly, please. Thank you so very much.
Yes, Mr. Camara. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. As I already introduced myself, and then I went through a formal education as far as tourism is concerned,
Okay.
because after finishing a senior secondary school at Bodrop, I went to Jollof Tutors shortly, like after 2004, 2005, 2006. I went to Jollof Tutors. Then I studied like a business information system for almost 2 years. And then after that, there was a call for like seeking for like, if I may say, like a position for an administrator for CAT. And then when I heard that, I applied that formally, and then it was a thorough interview, and then fortunately I became the among the three luckiest administrators then, at CAT, because it was Buba Kwame. We did the interview together. The Buba Kwame was the senior administrator, and then Sangkung was its assistant, and then followed by me as start candidate so from there, the executive see that it's a need to build my capacity, and then from there I went to ITOC, that's Institute of Travel and Tourism of the Gambia. This was from 2011 to up to 2018. I spent almost 6 to 7 years, and then from level 2 diploma up to postgraduate higher professional national diploma in travel and tourism management. And then since I was doing that study, I also create that time to come to CAT whilst my senior administrators were around, and then we joined together to see that the tourism within this area is been safeguarded, because the terminology that we've been using is like, we want to jealously guide our tourism. Because when we talk of okay, maybe your questions will come around that end yet, but this time I think
Yeah,
it's about me personally, not so. Yeah.
that's
So
right.
that's how I went through. I went to iTalk, from level 2 up to higher professional national diploma, postgraduate. So here I am. That's why, as far as CAT is concerned, and then most of these skills and then this knowledge that I acquire was through CAT. So I see that it's a need. I felt need to come back to CAT, not necessarily to say, okay, I have now, acquire or possess, that skills or quality which I can maybe possibly I can able to work, you know, another different organization which is at least more greener than CAT. But no, I believe in community. I want to see that Katong as designated as designated as an ecotourism, because when you go to the Gambia tourism master plan, they said the last 10 kilometers of the coastline is designated as an ecotourism. So it's an opportunity having an organization like CAD, having the personnel that possess the skills and quality, to deviate that and then maybe intended to go and work in another destination. So I prefer being at CAD and see that the tourism, or particularly the ecotourism projects or the ecotourism activities, are pushed to that zenith. Yes.
So you are telling me that you are from Katong, am I right?
Yes, I am from Katong. Yes.
You are from Katong, am I right?
Yes, I am from Katong. Born and raised. I'm in
All right.
Katong.
Thank you so very much. Mr. Manneh, issues related to your job. Have you ever got the opportunity to travel outside as far as your job is concerned?
Come again, network. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Manneh. Mr. Manneh, you can hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you are back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks
Okay.
like he dropped out because of internet connection. However, we would
Okay.
I'll put him through right away. Okay, when he comes in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr.
Yes.
Manneh?
Yes. I'm hearing you. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm
Yes.
saying
I'm
that
hearing
it
you.
looks like his internet connection dropped, but he's gonna come back right away.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, just stay right there. Okay. Yeah. When he comes back, he's
Yes.
back. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We apologize for that. You need to understand the sometimes the technical problems that we do face. Once again, let's proceed on that. I wanted to ask you this question: the issue of whether you ever had the opportunity to travel outside, as far as your job is concerned, to go and get more experience, interact with the outside expertise that will help you to cement and further give you that personal capacity or that professional capacity in the job. Is there any opportunity onto that? Mr. Manneh, are you with me? Hello, Mr. Manneh? Are you with me, Mr. Manneh?
I think he's muted. Can you tell him to unmute if he's muted?
Yeah, perhaps muted. Mr. Manneh, you are muted, huh? Oh. Um,
Mr. Manneh, can you hear him? Hello?
yeah, we really apologize for some of the technicalities we are facing. We hope that it will be resolved soon. Yeah, we're trying to get our guests back. Once again, Mr. Manneh,
Yes.
can you hear us now?
Yes, Mr. Camara.
Can you hear us now, please?
Hello. Yes,
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 we can
I'm
hear
hearing
you. Can
you.
you hear
What
us?
was the problem?
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yes, I'm
Perhaps
hearing you.
you. It's fine. Thank you so very much. Now, what I was
Thank you.
asking was
Yes.
the issue of whether you had any opportunity to travel outside to build up your capacity. Do you ever had that opportunity before? That's what I wanted to ask before we had the technical problem.
Okay. Yes, I can I go ahead? Can I go ahead?
Yes, proceed.
Yes. Thank you so much for that wonderful question. Yes, I have the opportunity to travel outside the country to Kenya. Yes, I do travel to Kenya and then even up to Tanzania, and then
Okay.
all of this was geared towards the I can say the restoration or the management of ecotourism. Yeah, because
Okay.
if you talk of ecotourism, it has some other you have different connotation that you can use or you can define ecotourism. During 2005, when CAD was newly established, we have this responsible tourism professor called Dr. Harold Goodwin. He's a white guy, a South African, who was taking us through and then tried to lecture us or train us what is ecotourism, what is sustainable tourism, what is responsible tourism. It's almost the same. If you say ecotourism, sustainable tourism is responsible tourism. And when you talk of ecotourism, when you talk of responsible tourism, you're trying to look at the three bottom line. And these three bottom lines are the economic aspect of tourism, the social cultural aspect of tourism, and the environmental aspect of tourism.
Okay.
So what it means is like how can because when you talk for ecotourism, the professor that I talked to you about earlier on, Dr. Harold Goodwin, you know, if you say ECO, that's eco and then tourism, he always tell us that or told us that the E stand for the environment and the CO stand for the community. Meaning how the environment and the community can interconnected whilst they both getting benefit, particularly the economy, the community. How can the community getting benefit from the environment without tampering it, without exploring it? So those techniques, those are some of the techniques that he was lecturing us, he was showing us. Until we also felt it's a need to have this organization that will take care of our tourism system, because we felt that the type of tourism system around Serekunda or around Senegambia is mass tourism. And when you talk of responsible tourism, is how the grassroots, the indigenous, should benefit from tourism directly. So if the indigenous should benefit tourism directly, that means you have to look at that three bottom line: the economic aspect, the socio-cultural aspect, and the environmental aspect. So one of our key role as far as tourism, or as far as ecotourism is concerned, or responsible tourism is concerned, is the economic aspect. This is why any lodges or hotelier around Katong, in and around Katong, CAT is always trying to see that in terms of the employment, at least we have this MOU, or this yes, I can say this MOU with most of these lodges, that the 70% of the employees should come from the community. Then you try to safeguard the economic aspect. Unless positions which they are kind of managerial roles, which the people in the community does not have the skills, then you can outsource it. And when you we don't just welcome every Tom, Dick, and Harry of investor. So we invite, our role is to invite the Alkali and the VDC to if they are to allocate a land to any investor, there should be a kind of a strong memorandum that you cannot just come and then try to clear the whole space. You understand? Yes, because it's an eco. It's an eco is designated as an ecotourism. So we don't promote these 5-star hotels. We are more into eco lodges, and we advise the Alkali and the VDC, if they are to allocate, they should also have that mindset. They should that any investor who want to invest here, you should go abide by our rules and regulations. That is to protect the environment. And the social cultural aspect is where even the festival, the annual festival, come. We said it's a cultural community. We need to protect our norms and value. So this is where the festival also took place. That we need to entertain our guests. We need to show them our culture. Because what is culture? Culture is a way of life. The food we eat, the house we live, the dress we wear, define what culture is. So we need to tell stories what our culture is. And we also advise, as CAT, the lodge owners to time to time, more especially if they receive groups, before either open arrival of the groups or departure arrival of the group, they need to entertain them with cultural performance. So you need to all these aspects, these three bottom line. We're trying to maintain this three bottom line of tourism, of ecotourism or responsible tourism. That definitely signify that you are definitely practicing ecotourism. So going back to whether I have the opportunity to travel outside the country. Yes, of course. As I said earlier, I traveled to Kenya and then also to Tanzania, but through a project called JEF6 on the NEA.
With the program, I want to come in, Mr. Manneh. With the travels, was that meant specifically to go and then build your capacity on tourism, or was it actually on another
Yes.
project different from the ecotourism? Please, thank you.
No. Yes. This is actually to build my capacity for ecotourism. Yes, because
Okay.
in that project, sorry, 1 minute. In that project, there's a component that is an ecotourism component, and it's all about cattle. It's all about cattle. So the keyword that we are even using whilst we're in Kenya is replication. What we have been seeing, or what we have seen in Kenya, how can we replicate it back in the Gambia or back in cattle? That is the conservancies, the lodges within the conservations, the way they're trying to protect their environment, the MMWCA, that's Masai Mara Wildlife Conservation, is more or less like CAT.
Okay.
When I went there, when I introduced my organization, they definitely see that it's more or less the same as CAT and MMWCA, that's Masai Mara Wildlife Conservation. They were our host when we went to the north. So as I said, the keyword we are using is replication. What we've seen there, how can we replicate it back to cattle? This is why when we come back to it in the Gambia, or let me say, when I come back to cattle, first what we're trying to do is to have a marine protected area, an MPA. Last year, around February 9th, the Minister of Environment declared, they have a cabinet meeting and they make a declaration about Katong MPA. So that one is already gazetted. It's about 15,000 hectares. It's a cross-border one between Katong and Abel. It's supposed to be two. One should be in the deep sea, about 9 nautical miles, and then one in the terrestrial. But the one in the terrestrial has already been gazetted and was even been pronounced or by the minister. So that is it in a nutshell.
With the issue of the experience that you have gathered outside the Gambia after when you traveled, did you ever organize like a training for those that are engaged or that are involved in these ecotourism issues or ecotourism programs? Did you ever had any opportunity to train them? Do you have a theme that or do you have small developing? Are you developing your mentees or youngsters that you think after you have gone they can step in, or the issue those that have lodges within your community? Did you ever had any interaction with them by creating a training so that you can educate them on the importance of the eco environment, sustaining the green nature of the environment? Did you ever had that opportunity, or did you ever conduct training for those lodge owners? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ousman Camara. Not really per se to organize a kind of like a training or a workshop where you can say I call them and then trying to at least transfer the knowledge that I've got when I travel. But what I did more so is I usually go to the lodges, these lodges.
Okay.
And then it's like a kind of an indoor training. You understand? Yes, because it happens even in the real industry during off season. It could be a manager, it could be the other staff. So I went there usually, and then trying to see, because that's one aspect of our responsibility card. You get into the lodges and then trying to see how they try to meet their customers in line with responsible tourism. So likewise,
Okay.
I also trying to go there and then at least trying to, teach them or trying to transfer that knowledge, how they should keep their environment. I usually do that. But also within the community, also, this is even well before I even travel. We've been doing that. I think most of the lodges, their staff was been trained through the effort of CAD. Yes, through the effort of CAD. Most of the lodges here, it happens. Yes, because I recall there was a training that we conducted, though we take some of the staffs to even GTHI for a whole week training on certain key areas. It happens. Again, there was a train also on tour operation and tour guiding, about 10 youths in the community, which include Father Mos, the late Umar Manneh, Umar Tiki, Little, Duguti, Alaj Bambo, Alaj Bambo, the Alaj Bambo I mean? Alaj Bambo Drame,
Yeah, is it?
Badrame, the son of Badrame. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
just
the
name
tall
few,
guy.
but it's about up to, the tall guy, It's about up to 10 youths. That's why I've been trained on tour operation and tour guiding. We also did that still just for them to be conversant with our environment, because we have been seeing when tour guides came from around Senegambia and with the tourists. Usually or normally what should happen is when they come to our destination, our community destination carton, they should hand over the tourists to our tour guides, our already trained tour guides. That should be the normal procedure, because they cannot. If you, let me say in Mandinka, it's a carton lo nyanya Lamin carton ya later washila. Not so.
I agree with you. Yes.
Okay. So my people, they know the environment more than the people that come from outside. Sometimes the information that we've seen that they have been given to the tourists regarding carton is these are deteriorating. But time comes and times out. We also trying to look after that. And then we did series of training at Teshito, series of them. This was even before I traveled to Kenya. But when I came back to Kenya, the only short training that I did was I go around to the lodges and then trying to transfer this knowledge to them. Yes, that's what I did actually.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Manneh. Kartong has been a very, it has been an eco environment for years now, for decades and decades and decades. And then I am also glad that the number of lodges in Kartong, it is increasing, year after year. Because of the friendly nature of the environment, I believe. You have a better understanding on that. You will explain later. Now, what I want to understand is that so far so good. Have you ever, as the CAT administrator in Kartong, what is your relationship, with all those that have lodges in Kartong? We understand that you have been going there time to time, but fundamentally, the number of lodges that are coming up is increasing, year after year. I want to understand your relationship, especially the new owners of the lodges or the new lodges that are actually just comes to Kartong or that are just established in Kartong. What is your relationship with them? Did you put them through about the nitty gritties of Kartong ecotourism system?
Yeah, thank you so much, Ousmani Camara. Yeah, that was a very, very wonderful question, because I can say this was just like last month when we are having an executive meeting, and then one of the executive member raised this question. That was Lamin Jamba Jambe. As the executive member, he definitely raised these questions. Yes, that we should try to engage the lodge owners, more especially the new ones, to be registered at CAT, because that is what happens. CAT, we said like everybody is a stakeholder in CAT, but CAT is membership. Every Katonka is a stakeholder, but to be a bona fide member, you have to register with CAT and you have to be paying your dues. Okay. Being a bona fide member, that qualifies you to have voice, to add your voice in CAT matters. But otherwise, it's a membership.
Okay.
That is clear in our constitution.
Okay.
So this is why.
So
even
can we say
lodges,
can we say the new lodges that just the new lodges are yet to register with CAT under your office? Am I right?
Very well, so, very well. But that was not their fault.
Okay.
That is our responsibility as an administrator. We should go after them and build their confidence to register with CAT. Yes, because they should also not be registered with CAT with empty-handed or with empty. Now, CAT also have a role to play. If you are a member and you are a business, you are doing a business, a tourism business. CAT also is CAT's responsibility to help you sell your members' products.
Okay.
That's why CAT have a website and also like a Facebook page that CAT should also help them to sell their members' products, their product.
Okay.
And initially,
now in that, I want to come in there with those that are registered with you, or those that are registered with you, as far as CAT is concerned. What benefit do you think with the issue of, especially on the issue of advertisement? Do you have a social media page on Facebook where the registered lodges, annually they will come and then give you their programs, their things, and then you will be there to serve as their marketing tool or marketing marketing party or partner? Do you have that link where you can market the products, the business, everything related to your partners in your social media page? Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Ousman. Yes, I think we have a very dormant. If I have to be honest, we have a very dormant website. That's www.cat.org. It's a very dormant one. We have it some time ago, but to maintain a website, to be honest, it's not easy. And even with our Facebook page, it's also very dormant. We try to put some information, but some of the information also we did it physically. Like if you go to our former office, like around the market side, you'll see a board, this black board that are inside the office. So most of these lodges, they bring their descriptions, their products. You understand? So we paste it there. You understand? So, and then the office also serves as an information center. So where most of the tourists, when they come to the community, they look for CAT, they come to CAT, they show the lodges or their description, how they operate, what they offer. But what we do also is like we also serve as a marketing agent or as a marketing how do I even frame it? As a marketing department, for them. CAT is trying to bring stakeholders together to collaborate, but not to compete. So what we do also is like the lodge owner, the hotelier, the garden woman, son. What you will see a woman coming from the garden with her green pepper, I may call it, or tomato. Come to CAT here and then tell me, okay, Modou Lamin, I have 2 kilos of green pepper. What I will just do, I will just take my telephone or my mobile and then call Halahin or call Boboy. Yes, there's this particular woman who have 2 kilos of a green paper. So please, will you like it? And then yes, he might go there, or he might send somebody from the lodges and then come and collect it. Likewise, the taxi drivers, the lodge owners. That's we also trying to link them how they can give business to each other to collaborate, but not to compete. CAT also does that very
Now,
well.
on that issue once again, don't you think it's high time for your office to have what you call your annual programs, all the registered lodges within your office or under your office? They should be bringing their programs to you. Okay, this is our programs or itineraries for this particular tourism season. You understand? I believe that will serve as a guide to you as the coordinator, so that at least you know what to do and what not to do. And then again, the second thing I want you to talk to, maybe encourage you, is the advertisement aspect of it. Because remember, they registered with you guys, and then if your Facebook is dormant, and then remember,
Very
Facebook
good.
plays a key role in terms of advertisement. So I think it is high time. Maybe you have to look for, I don't know whether that would be like looking for someone that would be responsible under your office to look at the
Very
issue
good.
of advertisement aspect of it, or the social media page, because if not, it will continue to be dormant, and then your partners, as you call them, may necessarily be doing the advertisement for themselves. What do you think?
That's very true. That's very true, Star. I think that was part of it was already on my table, though it takes
Okay.
for a quite long time, but I definitely see that this is very necessary. As I said it in my deliberation earlier on, one of the key responsibilities that we need to do for our partners is to sell their members product, and the fastest way
Beautiful.
now to sell members products is through media, particularly
Yeah.
Facebook and other mainstream media. But
Yeah.
to be honest, it's definitely dormant, and we need to look at personnel. CAT need to look at personnel who will take care of our that page, and then try to help us market our members, help our members to market their products. It's our responsibility. As far as you are a member and you paying your dues, we also have a key role to play in your business. So that is quite true. That is quite true. Yeah, that is very,
Now, on
very
the
true.
issue of some of the small challenges you are facing at your office, now, what are some of the challenges that you believe that your office is currently facing in terms of capacity, or in terms of technicality, or what are basically the few things that your office is facing as part of the problems that is making your work a little bit difficult for you? Can we understand that? Are you with us, Mr. Manneh? Mr. Manneh, are you with
Yes,
us?
yes, I am. I am. Yes, I think I captured some of your questions, but I think the key.
I used to repeat it again. I used to repeat again.
Yes, okay.
I said, as far as your office is concerned, right now we
Yes,
understand that there is no office without their own problems or constraints. I understand that. So,
yeah, yeah.
right now, what are some of the problems that you believe your office is facing that is making the administrative function a little bit difficult, on the issue of advertisement, on the issue of communication, on the issue of contacts and other stuff? What are some of the problems
Yeah.
right now you are facing? And then you are working towards in solving those problems.
Yeah, I think, Mr. Camara, I think this is very interesting. One of the key thing, or one of the challenges that I'm facing right now. First, I will publicize this, or I'll publicate this. First, I think we are looking for an accountant.
Okay.
Definitely, it's definitely Today, I was telling you today I'll be at the head office down there, our project head office
That's
at
true.
Caraba Avenue. It's all
That's
based
true.
on how to align my accounts as far as
Okay.
the ongoing project is concerned. Yeah, we are looking. The executive is working tirelessly to see that we definitely have an accountant. And the other thing is the I don't know, the IT. If I may call it the IT personnel, I don't know whether that might be correct if I call it the IT personnel.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
I
we
need an
definitely
IT
need.
expert.
Pardon?
I mean, you need an IT expert.
We need an IT expert, to be honest. Mr. Camara, as far as CAT is concerned, I'm so much proud what CAT is doing in and around the community, even in the Gambia at large. CAT is
Okay.
transferring knowledges throughout the Gambia, honestly speaking. More especially if you come to the area of rock culture, the sustainable oyster production and mangrove restoration. CAT is playing a pivotal role as far as Gambia is concerned. Is transferring knowledge, both NEA, kitty board, how do we call it? Many offices, they definitely understand what CAT is doing in terms of the restoration of mangrove and also sustainable oyster production. So
Okay.
with all those activities, if I can tell you, some of those are not been captured when we did them, or we do them in one place or another, or in the communities. We definitely need all of those activities has to be captured, and they have to be put in to our sites, either Facebook page or or websites or whatever. Honestly, so we definitely need an IT expert, to be honestly.
Okay.
Yes, I think personally, we even need to discuss that. We need to discuss that personally, you and me, at least, because definitely, to be honest, if we wanted to realize a lot that which CAT is doing, we definitely need to have need to have some, at least one or two things, in place. But more especially the IT expert, honestly. And then your questions also. Some time ago, you asked like CAT is in where was into this program like ecotourism programs, decade
Yes.
and decade and decade. I skipped that. Let me get back to that. Just some
Okay.
seconds,
Okay.
just to
Okay.
attest to that. That is very true. Carton or CAT is the first. Carton is the first community in the whole world. This is media. Let me tell you that.
Okay.
Carton is the
Okay.
first community to come up with their responsible tourism policy. As a nation, South Africa was the first country in the world to come up with a responsible tourism policy and amend it. 2 years later, Gambia became the second country to adopt and to come up with a responsible tourism policy. But as a tiny community, Carton is the first community in the world to come up with a responsible tourism policy and amend it.
Wow.
So
Fantastic.
we are into this. Yes, we definitely boast that anywhere we go, and when they cite it, they know. You go to Fintown in Scotland, you find CAT there. You go to China, anywhere in the world that are promoting ecotourism, you find CAT on there. We find CAT there. So it's a pleasure. So this is why we definitely together need to put all our hands on decks to maintain that. And also by looking at the Gambia Tourism Board, they definitely make it very clear that the last 10 kilometers of the coastline is designated as an ecotourism.
Okay. Okay.
Because the type of tourism around that area is mass tourism. And we are promoting responsible tourism, ecotourism. That means the grassroots should benefit tourism directly. Because Dr. Harold Goodwin told us that way back in 2005 at Tessito. This was 2005 at Tessito. I could fully recall. He told us tourism is like a fire. If you manage it, you can cook your food. If you mismanage it, it can even burn you and even burn your family. Because it's the only industry in the world that can crash down within the blink of the eye, whether by theft, whether by earthquake, whether by natural disaster, whether by civil unrest. It's the only industry. So it needs a proper management. Tourism needs a proper management.
I see.
And
all right. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Mr. Manneh. We have now come to the tail end of this program. We wish to have you back another time. But for today, we definitely say thank you so very much. And then you can say you can talk to your the viewers your last comments before we allow you to go. Please, what do you have to say on your last comments, please?
No, I what I have is not much. Honestly, it's a pleasure to be here. I think this is very good for CAD, and it is very, very good for the community and even for the Gambia at large. And then my special thanks goes to you and the technical guy, Mr. Swane or Sawane, and also I will also extend my sincere regards to my lecturers. Wherever I have this kind of opportunity to talk about responsible tourism, I if I do not mention them, I may not play justice. Yeah, people like the Mr. Setijan Nyang, Adam Abba, yes, Dauda Nyang. These are I was within those that cycle. They have done well as far as a tremendous well as far as tourism is concerned in this country. Alhaji Bojang is a senior lecturer, and then yes, Paul, Mr. Sedikan. These are all my lecturers at ITOP. I thank you. I thank them once and for all. Oh, yeah, I thank them, and I thank you, Mr. Camara. I thank you so very much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so thank you so very much, Mr. Manneh. That we are glad that you joined us in this program. It is an enlightenment program focusing on education and equally on environment. And then today we thought that it would be important to have an issue related to ecotourism. You have not exhausted almost everything what we wanted to discuss today because of the time factor and some of the technical issues that we were experiencing at the beginning of the program. But we hope to have you again so that we can discuss about some of the problems, some of the things that we believe are not captured in this program. Mr. Sawane, thank you so very much for the main man behind in the studio, helping us to regulate everything about this program today. We say thank you sincerely for creating that time and then giving us that a conducive environment so that Mr. Manneh would not be scared to answer a few questions to the wall. Viewers, we thank you sincerely in the Gambia and outside the Gambia, and our good friends in the United States of America. Of course, Mr. Sawane is currently in the United States of America, and of course, Mr. Sam Sisse, my co-host, also for Sunday's program, is also in the United States of America. Mr. Darame as well is also in the United States of America, my co-host on Sunday. We thank them sincerely for giving us the platform, and of course, Mr. Sawane, once again. If you are done, of course, from me, Ousman Camara, and my guest, Mr. Modou Lamin Sisse, Mr. Modou Lamin Manneh, we are saying thank you so very much for your time. And God audience, thank you so very much. Mrs. Sawane, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Modou Lamin. Thank you. Very good show. Very good content. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.